Alright everyone, this video is about what happened to the Australian Progressives, and I'm going to start by reading this blog post. A failure of the AEC auditing process. The Australian Progressives political party was deregistered due to a clerical and administrative error at the Australian Electoral Commission. The Australian Progressives submitted their membership list in December 2021 in response to the federal government's new policy requiring federal political parties to have at least 1,500 members, a dramatic increase from 500 members. While this sudden tripling of membership requirements was undemocratic in itself, the Australian Progressives submitted a list which, to the best of our knowledge in the limited time allowed, met the new numbers required and matched members accurately with the electoral roll. The AEC validated the list, reporting a successful match of 96% with the electoral roll and requesting a list of additional members to meet the 4% gap. An updated list including the original 96% correctly matched members plus an additional list of new members which exceeded the 4% gap were provided. March 16, 2022, the Australian Progressives received a notice that the new list only had a match rate of 12%. To clarify, the list provided in December 2021, which had a success match of 96%, has now mysteriously returned a successful match result of just 12% with the electoral roll despite the addition of new validated members. Clearly, this cannot be accurate. It appears to be an error by the AEC when reporting on the new list. However, process is process, and the wheels of the AEC machine now automatically roll towards deregistration of the Australian Progressives. Despite the AEC's sympathy for the situation, this process cannot be stopped. The Australian Progressives must now go through an appeals process to reinstate our registration as a legal Australian political party. One wonders if this was designed to derail our attempts to contest seats at the coming election. Pure speculation, but not beyond the bounds of possibility. We want to reassure our members that the party does have the required membership for registration. This embarrassing clerical error is the result of an unfair policy to reduce voter choice, rushed through by the coalition government and supported by Labor in order to reduce competition to their damaging policies, and to silence the dissenting voices of the people. Stay tuned. And yeah, as that well-written blog said, this is clearly an error, because how did the list go from 96% correct and then all of a sudden 12%? Here's a response Australian Progressives received on social media from the AEC. We have a long-standing policy not to discuss individual party registration processes. However, given the potential reach of social media and implications made here, we feel obligated to comment. The AEC processes all party registration matters totally in accordance with the legislation in a consistent manner. This has been the case for years across a range of political parties and registration applications. We won't be commenting further and note there is an avenue for appeal available. So it's just wild to read in a consistent manner when the issue is they were given a list that they originally said was 96% correct, and then when they were given the same list, all of a sudden it's only 12% correct. That's one hell of an inconsistency. So this is an awful thing to have happen during an election year, and I'll be sure to keep you updated.